Sajja mutapusi w'amateeka ali mu konfiuzi ababaka
oyo ali mutugamba tulina sayingira wa sergeant at arms
sergeant at arms 101 kali agende mu kooti
naye mikono ginawera
nnyo
tetwagala kugwana kintu kino
luno olugenda ku bantu ababadde bakyatu abalina ndabe tuli bameka naye nga watayina ono abubaka ekintu buka kibekezza ku lwabwe gyebali and it is the right thing to do. Fe tujja kupublishinga amannya gano bakyaba badde nga bwe nabagamba 10th parliament mwatukuba ne mutumalawo you need this time. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes. Yes, we do. We do. We have our motion, we have our grounds, we have our evidence.
You are my president. When you have, let me have it. I wrote through. Then I come.
Attorney General, you can't ask us evidence now. On the floor of Parliament, on presenting the motion, all the evidence will come through.
But for him,
what you need to support us on is to have this cause appear there.
I look at the rules differently.
Let's proceed. So we shall
bring and we say we shall from there. Those are the details we shall discuss.
He's my AG. Additionally, he's my AG. I therefore trust his judgment.
So when you have your let me know.
Well, I'll definitely sign once I have the fact. I need to know about the procedure.
I also have a strong view that the signatures that will be relied on with the motion are those that will be appended to before the sergeant at arms. Because when you look at the rule on removal of a commissioner, Rule 110, you read it with the necessary modifications with Rule 107 on removal, censuring or removal of the president. So that area. Then too, I have told them I'm also not comfortable with an omnibus motion. Because you see, each commissioner should be treated independently. Why am I saying so? Let's begin with the Honorable MPUUGA. The issues relating to Honorable MPUUGA happened when he was the leader of opposition, not when he's a commissioner now as a backbench commissioner. Now the provisions of the law relating with handling a leader of opposition are different from handling a commissioner in his own right. So let them, because we would want all of us condemn corruption, all of us want proper accountability, but I would prefer to do things within the law without flouting the rules. Otherwise, you may end up losing an otherwise good motion. And when they give it to me and I look at it, and the supporting, because the motion should have grounds, which grounds need support to be supported. So I would personally, as an UGANDAN advocate, I would need to look at the motion, the grounds, the evidence, before I can append my signature. And I would also prefer if the process is done within the precincts of the rule, so that our signatures before the sergeant at arms are certified. Because ultimately it is the sergeant at arms to forward the signatures and the motion to the crowd.
1997, 1998. What the most important thing, rules have changed. During our time, you would have a paper of licensure, grounds, well read to everybody. And you must have to somebody satisfied because you are a member of parliament. You are satisfied and you put your signature. Because I remember when we were beginning, after submitting to the speaker, the minister came to withdraw with people who were withdrawing the signatures. And the speaker said, no, you cannot. So that's why I feel that the grounds should be clearly put there, so that you package something that is airtight. I wouldn't want to have a censure that has loopholes. I would want members to be convinced. Two, don't intimidate members of parliament. I have heard people intimidating people that if you don't sign, you will be withdrawn, from the constituency. Why they will not give you votes? When I censured the minister, people asked me, did we send you to censure ministers, or we sent you to work for us? So me, as somebody who has been in it one, I would want things to be transparent so that you can package something and it succeeds. One, for example, if like at my age, if I find that, for example, when you say the money, that money we're talking about, what if I will find that this money was appropriated by us here? Because members of parliament don't read the road. Things pass. What if the money was passed by this parliament? What will happen to me? I would encourage people to read the grounds properly, constitutionalize it, so that at the end of the day, we have something that is good. But the way it is being done, I feel there is something short. Two, like somebody talked about MPUUGA. Who would not have wanted to appreciate MPUUGA's services, by the way? Who would not have wanted it? In Uganda, people don't appreciate. But the work, the role of the MPUUGA did, if there was a motion, whatever motion within the commission, because for us we didn't have commission before, the commission came in. We entrusted the powers to the commissioners to do the job. Even whatever money happens, it is through the commission. Our budget is not like any other budget that is subjected to debate, the budget of the commission. When they are reading the budget, you will see some envelopes putting on the table, those are for commissions. You don't. The president makes just comments on the comments. So the commissioners are there to take care of our interests. They are our trustees. So when they go wrong, really you people, when you trust somebody and somebody goes wrong, is the punishment being to kill him? I have censured people. I want people to take heart. That's not the way to go.
Okay, brief it.
Unfortunately, I discovered a few gaps, and the petitioners or the movers, especially the Honorable Sechikubo, said he would have time to take me through based on the concerns I raised, and so I have not signed. And I'll explain to you very briefly why I have not signed. First, as a member of parliament, I know that there are very clear procedures in our rules of procedure that guide parliament on what to do in an event that there is a decision to have commissioners removed. And without going into the details of those procedures, you know them. Number two, I ask the petitioners, I ask Honorable Sechikubo to help me provide details of the motion and available facts that would help inform my decision in signing. He said I should give him time so he can sit with me and take me through the facts. So that is what I'm waiting for. I have not been able to see the grounds that they have stated. I have not read the content of the motion. And so once I have read, once I am satisfied with the facts that they are tabling, I'll be able to sign. I am very passionate about the fight against corruption. And that's partly why I came. Because I believe in the spirit of accountability. And we need to hold the institution accountable. We also need to hold the people charged with the responsibilities accountable. So I have no contradiction in as far as the fight against corruption is concerned. But you see, if you're a member of parliament, you are coming to take a decision. That decision should be from a very informed point of view. So my question was simple. Can I look at the facts? Can I look at available details, the content of the motion, so I can sign? He said, I'll be able to provide, give me time. I'm giving him time. I've not been able to see those details.
But
so once I see them, I'll be able to sign.
What's your honest opinion on that 1.7 billion?
Well, I'll look at the available details and the facts, and I'll be able to take a decision and sign. Yeah. And the other thing you need to, one of the things I've asked is this about individual commissioners or about the commissioners and institution? Because we are dealing with two things. If the decision to give the service award to MPUUGA and company and the rest, was it a formal decision of the commission? If it was the formal decision of the commission, then the motion shouldn't be about individuals. It should be about the entire commission. Did the commission take a decision that is backed by laws, or they took an illegal decision? If the decision was not correct, then we need to deal with the entire commission instead of targeting just an individual. So that is where I'm coming from. I am going to look at the facts, but we should not condone any form of corruption, and in doing so, we should be able to have available facts and figures and every evidence that will back our decision. So that's what I'm doing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
First of all, I have a judicious mind and a judicious responsibility. I am the chairperson of the Rules Committee of Parliament, which is charged with the responsibility of investigating any issue or allegations of misbehavior. Given that role, I cannot participate in being an accuser, because these are potential matters that may come to my committee, and I have a judicious mind. I can't therefore be the one accusing members. Instead, members appear before my committee. So I cannot be party to a process of now being an accuser.
Honorable, yes, we are certain that you as a chair, you cannot be party to signing, party to
Yes.
accusing, and everything around that.
Absolutely. It's actually when the matter comes on the floor, because the House would expect to have an opinion from me as the chairperson of the Rules Committee. That's number one. Issues of law, I can give a general comment as a lawyer, but not on the substance, because I cannot be part of the people's side.
Would be glad to get that guidance as a
Which
lawyer.
particular one?
How these individuals, especially those that are supposed to go to court, but also those that are supposed to register
what is in court?
the matter. Okay, just to inform you, there are individuals, some who are legislators who have run to courts of law.
Members of
challenging a
Parliament have
process
gone
here, which is to censure the four commissioners in Parliament.
Well, first of all, I didn't know about it. You are just informing me. But matters which are in court, according to our rules, and you know I'm now the custodian of the rules of Parliament, of Parliament. When a matter is in court, and if it is in the opinion of the presiding officer, who is the speaker, in the presiding officer, whether speaker or deputy speaker, if in his opinion will prejudice the proceedings in court, then any other process becomes sub judice. It is entrenched in our rule, the rule on sub judice. So if it is true there are people who have gone to court, and the opinion of the presiding officer, that matter will prejudice on the floor the process in court, then it becomes sub judice. It can't be debated on the floor. That's what our rules say. But if the matter is now in court, then the House's hands are tied. It becomes restricted, except if it is in the opinion of the presiding officer, not prejudicial to the case in court. But if it is, then it becomes prejudice and cannot be heard on the floor. And the reasons are clear for everybody to see. You can't have two parallel processes. There is a process going on in Parliament and another one going in court. One undermines the other. And we are independent arms of government, but we should work, in tandem. You don't use one process to undermine the process in another arm of government. I would have advised many of my colleagues, now that you say, on the Rules Committee, to be cautious before they get involved in that process. Because if they do, and that matter ever came to our committee, then they'll have to disqualify themselves, because now their opinion is known either way.
Tumwongere Mungu.